Why will Ugomma be angry? Eh? No, tell me why Princess Ugomma be angry. Why will she be angry? Anyways, the only reason that I know she has to be angry is when the queen is not doing the right thing. And that she is already complaining of. Neka, when our late Iyke and his Lolo were alive, everything were moving smoothly in this town. But now look at everything. Everything has turned upside down. Eh? Look at the queen is coming.
And why did you all of a sudden stop talking when you saw me?
Good afternoon.
No, you should be greeting your queen towards your back. You daughter of a maggot. What did he say? I said, what were you discussing?
We are not discussing anything.
Oh, you still want to lie, right?
Honestly.
Listen to me. If you lie to me one more time, I would make your youthful life so exorbitant and useless. You're really useless. Now, what the hell were you guys discussing about?
My queen, to be sincere, we are not discussing anything.
Exactly. We are just waiting for someone here.
Do you think this is a joke? Do you think I am joking? Now, you better get talking at once.
My queen, if you must know, we are talking about what Princess Ugomma told us.
And what does she tell you people about me? What does she say about me? I heard you putting myself, you maggots.
She said you're the cause of everything in this village. Every bad thing happening in this village, that you're the cause, and that you do not have regards for anyone, including the elders.
And that is what she said about me. I can see the both of you are now jobless. You are useless. What you do is go around in the village and gossip about Queen Adora. Do you know the glory? I drip in glory. Potatoes will continue to potate. But you see, you two, you will never stop my shine. Now I am going to give you a punishment that you will lie down and face the sun. At once! Lie down and face the sun! Sun up! Look up! Look at me! Look at the sun! Since you do not appreciate the way I shine, maybe the sun will help you blind your stupid eyes. Shut up!
And what is happening here?
And what is your business? You return whole-hearted people. Look at you! What brought you into this place? You go about asking people what is wrong with them. Now you tell me. Oh, I see. You actually came to show me that you've gotten a real red cap, right? You've got a new cap. Ah, thank goodness. Thank goodness. Poverty have already left your lineage. You eat.
Hey, both of you stand up.
Will you lie down? Stop that out of you. Lie down. Listen, enough is enough. Do not push me. I will cut your beard. I will cut your beard and use them for a spa scrub in the morning. Do not push me off the chair. I will cut your beard.
I have discovered that you do not have respect for age, and if you don't have respect for age, you will never get to my age.
I rather die being rich than being broke and get your age. Tell me, what does age have to do?
Will you people stand up from there?
Will you lie down before I walk your spirit to the...
I don't have any business with you. I'm going to see the king.
Oh please, I married the king.
I don't have any business with a woman that uses that labor to clean her anus. I don't. But I will tell you that I'm not the kind of man who stand on my nose and stand firmly. I will see the king.
Do you have a nose?
I will see the king.
You have an eye homo nose. Eye homo nose.
Can't you people stand up?
Lie down and face the sun. I command you.
Stand up from there for the last time.
Lie down before I invoke your spirit out of the mouth. Where is that thing that calls herself a princess? Ugomma! 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 Oh, finally you're here. So you suddenly turned from a gossip to a deaf and dumb, right? You no longer answer to your calls. That's right, Ray. Now you tell me. I want to know what actually gave you the temerity, the guts, the leverage to make me a discussion, a topic in this kingdom. I want to understand it.
Hey. What's going on here? What's all the noise about?
My lord, you better talk to your sister. Can you imagine? imagine I was strolling, in my own kingdom. A kingdom where I should be walking majestically as a queen that I am. Only for me to find out that some maids, some wretched, hungry buffaloes were making mockery of me, laughing at me. I had to ask them what was going on. And they told me that I am the cause of all the problems in this kingdom. I asked them, where was this coming from? Guess what they told me, said it. This nitwit, this fool, this midget had the guts to tell the community that I am the problem of this kingdom. How dare you? How dare you? You... Shit. You disgust me, you know.
Ogoma, is it true what she just said?
And what did she say? Did anyone just speak?
I am losing it with you. I am losing it.
Excuse me, can you drop your hands down?
Are you mad? Eh? Are you crazy?
Look, brother, tell this thing to go back to wherever she came from because you do not belong here.
You are sick in the head. You are one homo erectus that I want to disable at this point.
Okay. Enough! Both of you. I will not watch you two tear yourselves apart in my palace. You're both summoned to the throne room now.
Oh shit! I'm gonna kill you then! Stupid thing! I don't think anyone has enough. What do you have to do? I don't stop!
Princess Ogoma, why will you go to the people to tell them that the queen, my queen, as a matter of fact the queen of this great kingdom, is the cause of all the problem this community is facing? Why? Now I urge you, as the king of this kingdom, to apologize to the queen right now.
What?
I said apologize to the queen.
Apologized to who and for what reasons? Tell her to go back to wherever she came from. Because as far as I am concerned, this kingdom doesn't have a queen. I made myself clear.
My lord, did you hear what she just said? Did you hear her? I'm losing it.
My queen, let me handle this. Ogoma, I order you, as the king of this kingdom, to apologize to the queen now.
And you heard what I said. I will not. Tell this she-devil to go back to wherever she came from. Because you see this thing? This thing will be the reason this kingdom will collapse. I hope I can make myself.
Ogoma! Ogoma!
No, this isn't real.
Let she just walk out on the king.
People will come and see you shortly.
Iyke! Yes? To what do I owe this unpleasant visit?
Iyke, I came to see you for something very important.
Very well. Go ahead.
Can we go inside, Your Majesty?
I said, go ahead.
Iyke is about the queen of this kingdom. The queen insulted the living daylight out of me today in a public place. And what was my offense? Just because the queen was busy molesting, abusing all the youths in this kingdom. And I just called her to order to caution her. That was the only thing I did. And she now felt that she was left with no other option but to insult the living. There is nothing on earth that the queen did not call me today. And that is why I am here, Your Majesty. Please, warn the queen. I may not tolerate such nonsense again. I will not.
Dare you? How dare you come to my palace to insult my wife, the queen of this great kingdom? I'll tell you this and I'll tell you one time. The very next time you step into this place to issue warnings to my queen, I will have your head. I assure you.
But Your Majesty, I was only saying the truth the way it is.
Majesty what? But Your Majesty what? So you still have the guts to come to this palace to report? You really have guts. Now the next time you will ever try this again, I will make sure the king removes you from the cabinet. And I said what I said. And who are you to do that? Who are you to do that?
Ogoma.
Are you talking to me? No, are you by any chance talking to me? Well, I'm just going to pretend I did not hear a word from him immediately. You better not speak out. Because if you do, you will not like what I'll do to you.
Yes.
I do not blame you.
It is my brother I blame for bringing you into this palace so you do not know where you belong.
Ogoma.
Ha! You are going to eat the second shit. You get listen to very soon.
Ogoma.
Iyke, please forgive her. I am sorry. It's not her fault. It is my brother who brought her to the palace. So she has the right to insult whoever she chooses to.
Hey! You are about to eat the second shit. You get little bruchine can sink now.
Please, Iyke, go.
Eh? No, don't go. Come and stay. Come and share my bed.
Thank you, the princess of Asianic kingdom. May the gods be with you.
Amen.
You must live long.
Like that.
Ogoma. Have you lost respect for the king? How dare you talk to my wife like that? Have you gone mad?
Brother, I am not arguing with you. You are the king. Iyke. But you see this thing you brought into the palace. If you're not careful, she'll be the one to kill you.
Did you not
Ogoma!
Did you hear her? Like, did you hear what that thing just said about me? She called me a murderer. She called me a murderer. Why would I want to kill you?
My queen, please take it easy. I assure you I will take care of this.
You will take care of what?
Oh yes, I will. I promise you.
I can't take this anymore. Where is she?
Greediness and envy everywhere. Wickedness and greedy everywhere. See corruption in highest order.
So you are the son of the poverty-stricken, wretched man.
I don't know.
Now you listen to me. You better warn your father. The next time he will pick up the leverage, the guts to come to the palace to warn my husband about me, I I promise you, I will make him an aged, toothless Homo sapien. And I said what I said.
I don't mean to disrespect you, Lolo, but my father you're talking about is a man who is old enough to be your father. As you have your husband, he's also somebody...
You actually have the guts to talk back at me. But you tell me, what actually gave you the leverage?
Please do not insult me. Please, Lolo.
You think this is a joke? You think I am joking? No, you talk back at me! Talk at me, you fool! Look at him. Everything about you stinks. Your hairs, your breath stinks with poverty. One, your father. Poverty is true. What kind of dream is this? Me, Adora, as the Lolo. Why would I even slap Chibuna, my love? Yeah, malaria. This is malaria. What kind of dream is this?
My love. What is it? Why is your face like this? Is everything okay?
I am not happy. As a matter of fact, I am worried.
Worried about what?
I had a terrible dream today. It's been giving me some concern.
You had a dream and that's why you're wearing all this mood?
Yes.
That someone died?
No. If it was dead, I wouldn't. Yes, I'll be worried, but not up to this point. My love, in the dream, I was the Lolo of this kingdom, you know, and I was rude. I was disrespectful. I was insulting everyone. Everybody hated me. It was as if I was the most hated person in the community. It's as if I was a pest that everyone was just waiting to question and just waiting on to, you know, to throw the stones on me. Like I was just hated with so much passion. You understand? Are you even listening to me?
I'm listening to you. Hold on.
This is not funny. This is not funny at all. It's not funny.
I don't understand you. You know malaria comes with different symptoms.
Can you just stop this, please? It's not funny one bit. Baby, I know what I am telling you. I even insulted your father. I even slapped you.
Oh my God, my God. You see what I was saying? You insulted my father and you slapped me. You see? You see why I was suggesting malaria? You see? Look, my love. Theodora, I know, would never hurt anybody. Okay? And this was only a dream. God. You're like the most loved person in this community. So why would your people want to kill you? Why?
I don't know.
It's just a dream.
That's why I'm worried.
You don't have to be worried. You don't have to be worried. Why would you be worried over a dream? Look, okay, let us assume this would ever happen anywhere. But as long as this community is concerned, the Iyke ship remains a heritage. So you are not a member of the royal family. So how are you relating this? It was just a dream. You don't have to be worried, okay? Come here, come here. Come here. Don't be worried. Let's just... Let me get the chair.
I gave you instruction to get gardener to clear this place. What is holding it? Can't you see? The place is very, very untidy. It's unkept. Someone could be bitten by a snake. It's not right. Before sunset, make sure you get gardeners to clear all these places. Tidy it up. Attend to the flowers.
Okay,
this is not right.
Sorry, sir.
It's not right.
May you live long, Your Majesty.
Iyke Okonkwo.
You sent for me.
Oh, yes, I did.
What is the problem, Your Majesty? You look worried.
Honestly, I am. All the same, let's go inside.
Is it?
How are you doing?
Mommy said that you are going to join us in America.
Yes. But, Jenny, I have a job doing in Iyke's palace. As soon as I'm done with the job, I will follow you guys to America. Did you hear me? Please.
When are you going to come?
As soon as I'm done with my job. You know, it's our Iyke. It's not possible to leave Iyke and go to America. It's not possible. Yeah? Okay. I'll follow you.
Yes. I've been looking everywhere for you. You're here. Wow, who is this beautiful girl?
Oh, wow, she's my sister's daughter.
Wow.
The one that lives in America.
Wow. How are you doing, beautiful girl?
Fine.
You look very beautiful.
Her name is Jenny.
It's nice meeting you. Oh no, by the way, before I forget, the princess asked me to call you. And I think it's very urgent.
Are you serious? Okay, quickly rush and tell her that I'm coming.
Alright, no problem.
Jenny, I will soon be back. What should I bring for you? Should I bring more of this? I love you, my I'm coming!
Iyke Okonkwo, I called you for the reason of a very viable business that came to our community, which I believe will benefit our both families if you give a go ahead.
Your Majesty, what could that be?
A few days ago, a group of young men came to my palace accompanied by 2 white expatriates. They said they've gone around the community searching for a large portion of land that will be suitable for brewery industry. Approximately 60 plots of land. So they came to me for me to assist them. I now remembered that your family has such land. You can now see why I said it will benefit both families.
It's a good idea. So, how much are we talking about here, Your Majesty?
Well, the condition is very attractive. They offered to pay 1 million per plot.
1 million naira per plot. That is 60 million naira for 60 plots.
Oh, very good.
Hi. That's a good one, Your Majesty.
I know you jumped to it, but it has a condition. The condition is that I'll take 45% of the business and 55 goes to your family.
No, Your Majesty. No, it is rather too cumbersome. It's too much. It's not okay by me. Your Majesty, you take 45% and my family takes 50. It's not okay by me, Your Majesty. It's a wonderful business, but I'm not comfortable with the condition.
That's a very attractive offer. Why don't you jump on it? You see, I am not a greedy person, you know, that is not in my nature. So I don't expect you to drag it. But all the same, as a compassionate king, let me accept 40. Take 60.
Your Majesty, are you aware that I have a younger brother, Ufele? It's okay. I will go and consult him so that we come up with something better. But for me, I must tell you straight, Your Majesty, it is not okay by me. The condition is not acceptable by me.
Oh, there is no problem. There's no problem at all. Go and do a wider consultations and come back to me. There's no problem.
No problem, Your Majesty. I will do exactly that. So I must be on my way now.
Oh, good. I will expect to hear from you.
No problem, Your Majesty. Obidia, Obidia, come. Oh.
You don't look too happy. What's the matter?
I'm just coming back from the best palace.
And why did Iyke send for you?
You won't believe it. Iyke said some group of men came with some white men, that they are looking for plots of land where they can build their factory. And he said to me that he researched, looked around everywhere in the community, that the only family he observed that could provide such plots of land is my family. So he sent for me, asking me to release the plots of land for sale.
And what did you say?
What do you want me to say? Iyke said that each plot, that those white men will buy each plot 1 million naira each, times 60 plots of land.
1 million naira. 1 million each.
Yes.
Times 60. Yeah, 60 million naira.
Exactly. 60 million naira.
Very big money. It's a good business if you ask me.
Yeah, it is a good business, but that is not the issue.
What is it?
There's a problem. My worry is the Shylock attitude. You can't believe it. Iyke is requesting for 40% of 100% of whatever that is sold in that land. That is 40% of the 60 million naira. He will take 40 and we, the owners of the land, will take 60.
No.
Yeah. Now.
That's too much.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Iyke is so greedy. Now what are you going to do?
I don't know. But I'm thinking. I've been thinking. You know my younger brother, Ufele, and his attitude to money. I really have to consult him to know what he's going to say about this. I have to. Or what do you think?
Better. I think you should tell him. It's good that way. Because I know that your brother Ufele, he will not agree to this.
So, my brother Okonkwo, what you are telling me now is that if we give those people 60 plots of land at 1 million naira each, that is 60 million naira, they will pay us.
Yes, now.
Hey! It's a good business. That's a good business. So, what are you waiting for? Why not? Let's go and see the Igwe.
Have you bothered to ask me the condition of the business?
Condition. Okay, what is the condition?
Igwe said that we are going to give him 40% of the money. That is out of 100%. Igwe will take 40 and we now share 60%. Can you imagine that?
That's not possible. What kind of greediness is that? Huh? What kind of greediness is that? But why not we sell land behind Igwe and collect the money?
Why are you talking like this? You talk as if you're a visitor in this community. Have you forgotten that nobody sells any land in this community without Igwe's signature? Even if it's a land at your backyard, Igwe must endorse it before you can sell it. So there is no escape route. We are all hooked.
That is low.
That man is a very greedy man.
That is low. So what do we do?
I don't know what to do, but all I know is that I will not be a party to giving Igwe 40%.
I know that will not be possible. Eh? We can't give Igwe 40%. But the question, what do we do? That is my question.
Ufele, Ebule, Lazu, Obiog. I have to be on my way now.
It's me, Ufele. Please open the door.
Ufele?
Ufele, what happened? Is everything alright? Why this night? What is happening?
How many questions at a time? Which one do I answer first? Anyway, the most important one in this question now is that I am not fine because I can't sleep.
You can't sleep. Why?
It's concerning the land business we have with Igwe. I want us to go and tell Igwe to tell those people to bring the money.
On what condition?
Any condition. Any condition. If Igwe insists that he must take 40%, so be it. I need this money.
Fella, do you know you surprise me sometimes? sometimes I begin to wonder if it's the same father that gave birth to both of us. Honestly speaking. Okay, we want us to accept Iyke's condition. Go and find out how much agents collect in land business. It's 10%. And Iyke is demanding for 40%. Do you know what we stand to lose if we should give Iyke 40%? And both of us will share 60%. Huh? What happens to your brain? Huh? See, as far as I am concerned, I am not a party to that. I will not do it. I'm on Mia.
Well, my brother, I will be here in the morning so that we can go and see Iyke.
You will be here in the morning. So why did you come to disturb me in the night? Huh? Can't you stay one place? Tell me the nonsense in here. Take this your two left legs and enter here again.
My brother Okonkwo. I came to see you in respect of that land business we have with Iyke. Please, my brother. I need this money more than anybody in this world. My children are in school and I need to train them and give them the best education they want. And also open up a nice business for myself. Please, let us sell this land and give Iyke his own percentage.
Ufele, selling the land and giving Iyke his own percentage or his commission is not the problem here. The problem is, how are we going to go about the money? No jokes, I'm aware. Your children must go to school. You want them to have the best education. No problem about that. I'm aware.
How do you know?
I'm aware. But that is not the way we go about it. This is not the best way to go about it. No, but on a serious note, if our father did not die and leave this inheritance, we have not inherited this land from our father, will you die? Your life will continue. It's not the way to go about it, please.
I went to Iyke and he insisted that he must take 40% of the money.
And what did you tell him?
What do you want me to tell you? My brother, let's sell the land and give Iyke his own percentage. I need this money, please. I need this money.
So what are you really talking about? Meaning what?
What I am saying is that let's listen to what Iyke said. I need this money, like I said. Look at your house. Look at how beautiful your house is. Look at my own soul. I need to open up a business for myself and build my house and make it look as beautiful as your own. I need the mega big.
See, Ufele, sometimes you baffle me. I've been thinking you are wise, but you kept on disappointing me. You may not. See, I know that your children must go to school. You use the ambition to give them the best of education. Yes. But as regards to this one, well, maybe because of your children, I'll give it a second thought. We are going to give the Iyke 15% of the total taken, and then we take 85%. That is all. If it is okay by the Iyke, that's a deal. If it's not okay by him, everybody will go his own way. This is my stand to this. 15% or no business.
We are still saying the same thing. What you said is good. It's fine. It's nice. But what if Iyke disagree?
If Iyke disagree, will you die?
My brother.
I want you to equally know. Listen, Ufele, I want you to equally know that there is no way you can do mago in this matter. If Iyke says no to it, our land remains. If our father did not die, and we inherited this thing from our father, go and work hard, and you are here busy telling me how beautiful my house is.
Look at it. You see how busy. Look at how beautiful your house is. Don't you want my own to be as beautiful as this?
It is evidence of hard work. I worked hard.
Which hard work?
It is not our father's property.
Which hard work? Look at your house. Yeah, my brother, I'm not going to there. Okay, look at your house. Look at Alumako. Look at modern aluminium. Look at pillar. Even tiles. And look at my own. So tattered.
Ufele iga bakwansi. Ufele iga bakwansi.
Namma pansi. Mma pansi.
Stop looking at my house and go and work hard. Your own can be better than this. Go and work hard. Your blood is still hot.
Namma pansi. Nweka hapo gendo akarombugi. Namma pansi. Iweka dendo akarombugi. Yeah, my brother, Jomo di here, manaki. Let us sell this land and collect this money so that I can solve my own problem. Okay, that means the way that my house will look so that you like it. No wonder every time you come to my house, you keep on laughing. You are laughing at me because my house is so tattered. But look at your own.
Sometimes I begin to wonder if our father is your father. You are a product of biological mutation. I'm telling you, I'm beginning to suspect you.
It's alright. We shall see.
I did not say that. I did not say that. I never said that.
Madanya fuma sakwanya miri no way shika. Ufele wanne mo. Natakwife wanne walugia. Madanya fuma sakwanya miri no way shika. Ufele wanne mo. Natakwife wanne walugia. Madanya fuma sakwanya miri no way shika.
What do I owe this early morning visit?
Well, Your Majesty, I am here in respect of the land business you have with my brother, Okonkwo.
You see, I don't know why your brother Okonkwo is this stubborn. Just because of 40%, he wants to blow away this opportunity to be rich. Can you imagine? And there is this danger that these people will abandon this deal, go to another family and buy this land. And you will be the loser.
Your Majesty, honestly, I am on your side in everything you just said now. I'm on your side. But can I suggest something, Your Majesty?
Oh, go ahead.
What if we sell this land behind my brother?
It will not be possible. You see, his signature is needed as the eldest of your family. Without his signature, the whole thing will become invalid. And since he is still alive, he must sign for the deal to be legal. The only way you could sign is if he is no longer alive. That is when you will sign.
That is true. That means without that land cannot be sold.
Exactly. And there is this possibility that these expatriates will look the other way, get another family to buy the land from them, and you will be the ultimate loser.
We just lose that money like that.
Exactly.
36 million naira.
Yes.
By 2, Noah 18 million, my brother 18 million. You mean I will just lose 18 million naira like that? Just like that?
That is it.
Ha! What kind of plantation is this? Eh? Now that I want to send my children to the university, and the money is about to come. Now my brother is like, oh.
Madanya fuma sabanya miri no way she can. Ufele mwane mo. Calm down. Let's be fair mwane walukio. Madanya fuma sabanya miri no way she can. Ufele mwane mo. Let's be fair mwane walukio. Madanya fuma sabanya miri no way she can. Ufele mwane mo. Ufele mwane kemo.
I overheard Uncle Fele's voice yelling. Is there a problem?
Not really. But yes, I'm having a little problem with him.
What is it, Papa?
Son, Iyke called me the other day to his palace. I got to Iyke's palace and he told me that some group of men from this community came to him with some white men, that they are looking for land to buy. They needed the land to be their factory and other developments. Okay. You know. So Iyke told me that the men needed 60 plots of land. And they want to buy each plot for 1 million naira.
Wow.
You know? So when Iyke told me this, I accepted. Especially when he said that he looked around and my family is the only family that can provide such land. Okay, but the problem is not just the land. The problem is that Iyke is requesting that after the sales of the land, that he, Iyke, will be entitled to 40% of the total taken, and we shall take 60%. You know, to me, I don't know how to fix it. So I told my younger brother Ufele about it. I equally told him that I'm ready to give Iyke 15% of the money, and that is final. But since then, Ufele has been disturbing me that his children will go to school, he wants to do that, that we should accept what the Iyke said. What is it that we are accepting? That Iyke takes 40% and both of us will take 60%.
No.
Check it, my son. Is he okay?
It's not right.
Since then, I've been having problem with him.
No. Uncle Fele method of this one, he didn't do it well. It's not nice now. What he should be on your side to support you now. Okay, after selling the land, you mean that what you and Uncle Fele will share, the Iyke's share will be greater than it now? No, it's not possible now. That's total greediness from the Iyke.
Sometimes I begin to wonder if Ufele reasons from his anus. It is high time he better his life and stop depending on our father's property. Me, 15% or no business. If Iyke refuses to take 15% of the money, forget it, everybody goes his own way.
That's not right.
You know that I want to take my children to school. I wanted to have best education. Look at the house you are building. Look at my own. This. Loading all his problem on that land.
Papa, you have to forget about Uncle Fele. Like, this is your right. This is our pet.
I have forgotten it.
But seriously though, this is the height of wickedness. Why would he be demanding for 40% of that money?
Of course. It's total wickedness. Trust my father on this one, and my father stood his ground. And I'm so proud of him that he did. Like, he told the Iyke himself that they can forget about the land business and everybody can move on with their lives. How can you be asking for such percentage? That's ridiculous now. Very ridiculous of the Iyke. I don't understand him. The only problem we have right now is my uncle. He came this morning persuading my father to go and accept the conditions of the Iyke.
What?
I'm telling you.
No, you're joking.
I'm serious. Giving excuses about his children, that he needs to pay school fees, he needs to train his children. And I'm wondering, like, okay, if this land did not come up, how would you have trained your children?
Why would he even... Oh my goodness, God. I'm so disappointed. I am really disappointed. What is Ogechi doing in your house?
I don't know. Ogechi. Welcome.
Thank you. Adora, you are here.
Yes, so my dear, I am here. How is business?
Fine, thank God.
This one you came to our house today with firewood. I hope all is well.
Your mother bought this firewood from me on her way to the market. She said I should help her deliver it here.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Ogechi. I really appreciate it. Please, you just drop it behind our backyard. You'll see where we normally drop firewood.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
She has paid you, right?
Yes, she has.
Okay.
I heard your mother has paid for the firewood.
Don't you even dare to have nonsense with me.
I don't understand.
You don't understand what the fact that you're being lost with her waist.
How would you be saying it then?
Why won't I say it like that with what I saw?
Like that? Everybody know Gechi.
Better respect yourself, she's coming.
Have you done it?
Yes, I have. I'll have to be on my way now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye.
You see what I am saying? So because she's now wearing a green skirt. No, ours is skirt flare. Yeah, flare skirt never see. Green one for that matter. That's why you're lost over it like that, Abi. Mama, yeah, you want fire this afternoon? In fact, don't drink anything again. I bought it. Don't drink. Don't drink my stuff again.
Why are you doing this now? We all know that Ogechi is an industrious person.
Industrial? I am not industrial because she carry firewood for you. Firewood I can carry for you because of the love I have for you 20 million times. Ogechi just carried once for you. You are lost over the green skirt.
I'm sorry.
Don't talk to me.
Jealousy. I'm sorry, okay? Babe, I'm sorry. But you know I don't have eye for any other woman. You're the only person I love. I love you so much. Everybody in this village can attest to that. I love you.
Please leave me alone.
Stop now.
Leave me alone. I don't have any battery there right now. I'm very angry.
Okay, please. I'm sorry. I'm sorry now. Please now. Please.
You will not look at that green skirt like that again.
Not.
In fact, tomorrow I'm going to go and buy green skirt in the market.
I don't like green skirt.
If you like, call it snake or skate because you are lost. A lost man is a lost man.
Alright, nice one. It's okay. It's okay. I'll buy you more of this. More of.
I don't want.
More groundnuts.
I don't want.
Alright, what do you want?
Nothing.
I should take it to.
I'll take a drink for me.
Iyke, you are welcome.
Iyke.
Well, I sent for you in respect of our earlier discussion about the land. I want to know what you people finally agreed on.
Your Majesty, as regards to that land, I still maintain my stand.
Which is?
After selling the land and after collecting the money from the people, we have agreed that we are going to give you 15% of the money. Yes, and not 40%.
Well, it's all right. It's all right. I accept. Yes.
Thank you so much, Your Majesty. You see, it's nice doing business with you.
Iyke, you see, I love your family so much. And it is because of the love I have for your family that made me to consider your family first before others. You see, those people, they've gone around the town and there's so many lands that are equal in size. And they told me, I insisted it must be your family. I know you stand to benefit a lot.
Yes, Your Majesty, I'm privileged. And you can remember you've been a family friend, so I don't expect less of you.
When I was walking out of that compound, in fact, I was like, does she think you have the eye for Chibu? One name Johnum. And when we dear fire. I don't have that kind of time, oh. I've not even finished fetching firewood in the bush. True, go Majid Michel balmul or blame you, okay. I don't have that kind of time. I don't need distraction.
Well, I don't blame her. She's only trying to protect him.
Protect him from?
From the girls of this village, you know.
Nkiru, nkata ye ebigo. When you go, you be a went.
Nani, you like enjoyment.
Okay, you call drinking hot drink enjoyment. Spirit. You call this enjoyment?
Before, Uncle, if it's not enjoyment, why are you taking it? Anyway, I'm here for us to discuss about something very important.
What is it all about?
Now, it's about the money.
Which money?
The money that the land people will pay you. That's what I want us to talk about.
The money that has not been paid. You want us to discuss? Do you want to be faster than your shadow? You want us to discuss about money that has not been paid? Oh yeah, let us discuss it. What do you want?
Nai, I want to know how you will spend that money when it finally comes. That's all.
Obi dear, you surprise me. Money that has not been paid. And you want us to discuss about it. Okay, let's discuss.
Nai, I just want to remind you of what you promised my brother. Remember, you promised to give him big money to open a very big business. So that's why I'm asking you this. That's all. I just want you to still remember it so that when the money comes.
Obi dear. Obi dear.
Nai.
Why do you like talking about money at the wrong time? Why?
What did I say wrong? How is now the wrong time to talk about money? And why is it that whenever we talk about money, you open your eyes like a wild animal? It's reading. Nani, please, you must do it when this money comes. Else
what? Else what? So you have the stupid boldness to rub short of equality with me. Are you stupid? Now get out of my sight. Come to the car below. Get out of my sight, are you mad? Come and see the boy.
Why you? Out, Joro. You must help my brother now.
One day my money want an equalizer. Just one day what is equalizer?
When you go get Bobo, no man be happy. If I need them, the buta bandu. Tell me, Your Majesty, who in this local government has that kind of money? Do you know how much we are talking about here? 60 million.
I'm very, very happy, Your Majesty.
No, you are. You are the latest rich man in town.
Do you know, Your Majesty is like you don't understand the amount of money we are talking about here. I'm very, very happy to be a rich man. Yeah. Your Majesty, now that the people have paid the money to your accounts, I'm thinking that it would be wise for you to now pay our own into my own account, so that my brother and I can now share the money. As I speak with you, we have urgent need for that money. But that notwithstanding, Your Majesty, I'm very, very happy.
You are absolutely right. You see, today is Friday and it's already late. Banks are closed. So I suggest you come back Tuesday so that we'll proceed to the bank and then transfer the money into your account.
Your Majesty, Chief Rafo, honestly, I'm going to be that patient. I can wait. But one here can email me.
Which is?
It's urgent need for 50,000 naira. So I don't know if you can give me 50,000 naira. When we not get the other money, we do plus and minus. You're not very rich man.
Unfortunately, I will fail you again. I don't think I have up to that amount in this house. But never mind. Maybe I can get you 30,000 naira. Would that be enough for you?
Your Majesty. I'll manage now. What is it? I'm very grateful, honestly, Your Majesty. Thank you.
Go to my daughter, the princess. Tell her to go to my room, check the bedside wardrobe, and then get me 30,000 naira there.
Your Majesty, thank you in advance.
You're welcome. Get me that palm wine there.
Iyke. Thank you, Your Majesty.
You're welcome.
Let the gods replenish. Hey! Africania. The latest millionaire in Asiana. Iyke,
I'm so happy that you are here.
Your Majesty. Do you know what 60 million naira can do to somebody's life? It will change my life automatically, even my movement. Iyke, I can see only one glass here. Are you not drinking?
I am on medication, so go ahead and please yourself.
Iyke got you. Abi, ebe nke a sipota. Mmaji puru mmaji. Cheers.
Yay! So, what you're telling me now is that 60 million naira is lying in Iyke's account.
Ufela, I told you that time that you should stop being in a hurry to take decisions. I told you. If I had listened to you, I would have accepted giving Iyke 40% of the money. I told you. Iyke will definitely accept our condition.
You are right. Even accident did Amaka. Only did the Yazuko. Ojugo, because bring that wine, palm wine.
Maya kwanenu nia.
Yangu manenu.
I have to keep some space in my stomach. My wife is preparing my delicacy. My favorite. Even at
that, you will drink. You will drink.
You know, women are very suspicious.
I am sorry keeping you people waiting.
Hey, you know, Jakota. Or money Jakota.
Uncle, the man can say name.
What's the junk of money Jakota?
So what? You can go. You can go.
Walk in the Queen Hawa, Bakukun, you can cast his set.
Oh, you went over here. Hey, man. Who's going to be Amaka? No, you can't have this son now. You go Zabali. Yeah, because I'm talking.
In daily.
Hey,
okay, me what the table manners.
I am not a problem. Problem can name
60 million naira.
That is Ego Kanko. I'm a millionaire. 60 million of naira.
No, I'm not up space in Kawunya Mess.
Equataka.
No, American Quacker, I never wanted to drink, but no, but you don't need to tell me. I can't resist this.
Young.
Oh, my Dakota.
Hey, okay. I'm a millionaire.
I'm Dakota. Obidia. Obim. Chibunna. Yeah. I'm Homo.
You're welcome.
Yes, so
You came back so fast.
My dear wife, it's not easy. Just coming from the West Palace. What of your son, Chibunna?
He's inside. Let me call him for you.
Don't bother. I just want to know if he's around.
Yes, he's around.
It's okay. Please, my favorite. I'm just coming from Ufele's house. I couldn't eat much because I don't want anything to occupy the space in my stomach.
Oh, you even ate at all?
But I have to reserve some space in my stomach.
It's alright. Before I bring your food, how is Ufele? I hope he was very happy.
Happiness is an understatement. The man was gradually going mad. He was so excited. You know, he likes money so much.
I know. Anyway, don't blame him. You know that money is huge. It can make anyone go mad. Don't blame him. Let me get your food for
Please do. That money is huge. Let him go mad now.
I know.
Please do. I'm famished. Seriously famished. I want to eat something.
Papa.
Chibunna.
Good afternoon, sir.
Nakedu.
Ademamba. How was your day?
I thank God.
Okay. Oh, my God. Wow. Hey.
Let me bring water. Okay.
I can't wait. Yeah. Obidia. I'm a me put enough in charm.
Of course. I know you like it.
Are you for it? Hey. I don't miss you, baby. Your mother is trying,
Definitely.
You know, if you say the road to a man's heart, it's through the mouth. Hey, well.
Okay.
Your mom is equal because yes,
That's That's why you married her.
Yeah, the road to a man's heart is through the mouth.
Let me fill the water for you.
Please do, please do.
Right?
You cannot pepper.
I'll still eat those.
You will do what?
You remain for me now. I know your son. You remain for me, please.
You have to be a little bit patient.
I should go and bring spoon. I should bring spoon and join
Okay, Roby. Okay, Roby. Mother told them.
Can't wait. You remain for me, please. What is it? What is it? Take some water. Okay. What is it? What is it?
I'm the number of
Is it pepper?
I think it will be better.
Right, so take more water. Papa! Mama! 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 What is it? I don't know. Just a complaint that someone Papa? 9! Oh, get it! She let them in! 9! 9! Give me water. Give me water. You don't want water. What is it? Mama, just please calm down, okay?
Nurse, please, how is my husband?
I'm sorry, ma. Your husband is in the theater and the doctor is attending to him. But just calm down, no need to panic. He'll be okay. I'm assuring you this.
Thank you, ma. 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 Thank you, ma.
Mama, please sit down. Papa will be alright.
Yes.
Nothing will happen to him.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Mama.
Yes, you'll be fine.
Doctor, what is the death condition of my brother?
Yes. Yes. How is my husband? Yes.
He's a little bit okay, and we are still treating him. Hopefully he'll get better.
Doctor, I don't understand. What do you mean by a little bit?
Oh, I mean he's getting better, little by little. He'll be fine.
Yes. What you are saying now is that my brother will be fine.
Definitely.
He'll be okay.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Doctor, you said for us.
Yes, please sit. You're welcome. I sent for both of you to talk to you. Young man, your father ate a poisonous food. What did he eat?
Poisonous food?
Yes.
My brother ate poisonous food. How? Where?
I don't understand. Look, doctor. My mother was the one who served my father the food he was eating just before this incident occurred. It's not possible that my mother would have poisoned my father, her husband. So it's not possible now.
Yes, well, that is what the lab results said. So, I don't know.
Doctor, what are we going to do now?
Well, we've tried our best and there is nothing more we can do for him here. So I would advise you take him away from here to a traditional healer. Those who heal with traditional medicine. So that's what I suggest you do.
Wait, doctor. Don't be offended. You were when I don't be offended. So what you are telling us now is to take my brother out of this hospital. That there's nothing you can do.
Yes.
Where's he again?
As a matter of fact, the earlier the better.
I should take my brother out of this hospital. Where's he again? You are tired. I don't know.
Please, I beg you. Please, I beg you. Please. I don't want anything to happen to my father. Please, help me. Is there nothing else you can do? Like, please.
Well, sir, I wish we could help, but I'm sorry. There is nothing we can do. I'm sorry.
There's nothing you can do.
Feeling one more, not a quick one never again. But Daniel for my Sapanya Miri, no way she can. Feeling one more, not a quick one never again. But Daniel for my Sapanya Miri, no way she can. Feeling one more, not a quick one never again. But Daniel for my Sapanya Miri, no way she can.
You're not happy at all. You don't look happy. I hope all is well. How about my husband? Talk to me. You don't look happy too.
Mama, there's a problem.
Problem?
It's a very big problem.
I just saw your uncle now. He walked out on me. And he's very angry. You know how he behaves. Please, what is it?
Mama, forget about Uncle Fele. Uncle, it's not the matter right now. The doctor said Papa ate a poisonous food. But the worst part of it, he said there is nothing that he can do about it. Suggested that we should take Papa to a traditional herbalist to treat him the traditional way. That's the problem right now.
Poison? Poison? How?
Mama, how should I know?
Who gave him poisonous food? How?
Just because of this small money that is about to come now. That's why I want to kill our father for me.
Please. Where is the doctor? Where is the doctor? Hold this food. I need to see the doctor. I need to see the doctor. I need to see the doctor. Who is doing this to me? Alone, Why would they want to kill my husband for me? Why? Who do I have?
Mama, stop talking like this now. Stop talking. Nothing is going to happen to Papa. Stop talking about death. It's just, it will be fine.
What do you want her to be talking about? Chibuna, I'm asking you. What do you want her to be talking about when she's waiting for her plans to work?
Now you fella, did I hear you well? What plans are you talking about?
I'm asking you now, you're beginning to push me to the...
Hold on. Wait a minute. Are you by any chance saying that I have a hand in my husband's sickness?
Fine! Beautiful! Thank God you said it with your mouth. But listen to me, Obidia. Listen to me. If anything should happen to my brother, Makachuku,
this is not what we should be talking now. Nothing will happen to him. Nothing will happen to him. Biko.
Else.
I will take my leave now. Let us watch him till evening. If there is no improvement, so that I will take my time and treat him. But meanwhile, on where he will be fine.
Thank you.
Biko.
Thank you so much. I'm just respecting you. I don't like the way you're talking to my mother. I don't like it at all. It's not nice. It's not nice at all, Uncle. Why would you accuse my mother of strong woman? Father, I don't understand.
Are you talking to me? Chibuna, are you talking to me? Do you know you are a fool? Chibuna, you are a fool! Look at you are standing before me here, rolling your mouth. Look at the condition your mother put your father. Look at the condition she put your father into. Now listen to me, both of you. Listen to me. If anything should happen to my brother Makachuku, you say, you, Obidie, oh, I know your plans. So you want to kill my brother so that you will collect his own share of the money for the land business. So that you will give it to that your useless brother who says in Badagiri, you will use it to open a business for him.
Now you feel
Your plans will not work. Don't worry. Your plans will not work. Just pray nothing happens to my brother. And you, Chibuna, I am talking to you. Chibuna, I am talking to you.
Now you feel
You stand before me and roll your mouth. Now for you, cut your grip for Jafia. Oku before me when I come oku. Try out. Okay, you. Pray nothing happens to my brother. I will see what I will do to you.
Mama, it's because of you. It's because of you I'm respecting this man. It's becoming too much for Uncle. Why would he be talking to you like this now? What's his matter now? What's his own problem?
Na ko nwa mono ode afonu ka afonu mpi le no ge nwa onye mere na emota nwa nwoke emota nwa nwoke ge nwa afonu mpi ufere na efari ka nnunu na agari onari.
Don't mind. You know, if he comes here, I'll beat him now. I'll beat him. Uncle is beginning. You're beginning to match my tail, and I'm going to bite.
What is it? Why are you looking like this? What's going on? Talk to me now. How is Papa?
We're back from the hospital.
Okay, you're back from the hospital soon. How is Papa? Talk to me now. How is Papa?
The doctor said Papa ate a poisonous food.
How? Where? How is that possible?
I don't know. The worst part of it is the doctor rejected my father.
Rejected? Oh my goodness God.
We're just helpless at this moment.
So where is Papa? Where is Papa?
He's in the house.
Oh my goodness. This is really painful. I can understand how you're feeling, Manu, but you see, we have to go and meet Papa. Leaving him all alone in the house is not safe. Please. I'm really sorry.
You know, I just wonder why someone would want to poison my father. What wrong has my father done to anybody to deserve this? This wickedness and callousness, what wrong did my father do?
I'm sorry. Please, let's go. Have you eaten?
No. I'm not hungry. I'm scared of poison.
Love of money is the root of all evil. Gwaneni fameregi.
Papa, good morning. Papa, is everything okay?
So just continue sleeping.
No matter how you try to please a wicked man, you are doing in vain. Makawaluga beyond. Let's hear when your soul is sold to demands just because of money.
With what I am seeing, Papa is not getting any better. And you know what Ezidibia told us, that if we do not see any improvement, we should bring Papa back to his house. Please, I beg you, let us take Papa back to Ezidibia. If not, he's going to die.
God forbid. God forbid. My father will not die. Nothing will happen to my father.
Nothing will happen to him. Yes, I know. But that is if we do something on time.
You're actually right. I can't allow my father to die here. It's not possible. That's not going to work. Okay, look. I have to go and look for a taxi or a keke to help us carry him there. And let's see what's going to happen. While I'm gone, in case my mom comes, just tell her what happened, okay? Thank you very much for being here with me. I'm coming.
Iyke, Your Majesty, I heard your brother is very sick. What could be the problem?
Your Majesty, honestly, that sickness is very serious. Do you know that all the treatment given to him from hospital back to his house, there's no improvement. As I speak with you now, he is lying down there. He can't even talk.
To that extent? And what did the doctor say that is his problem?
Well, Your Majesty, the doctor said that he ate food poison.
Food poison? How?
Your Majesty, honestly, I am suspecting his wife. Because my brother was eating the food his wife served him before that incident happened.
Come on, Iyke, are you insinuating the wife poisoned him?
That's what I'm thinking. And Ghallywood too.
What for?
Well, Your Majesty, let's keep that one aside. Please, I want to ask you for some money, like 100,000. Let me take care of my brother. I don't want anything to happen to him. No one knows someone. Biko.
Unfortunately, Iyke, I can't do much now. Today is Sunday. Banks are not working. They are closed for the weekend. So, I don't have up to that amount, honestly.
Only 100,000.
I don't have that much, but let me see if I can give you 20,000 naira.
20,000?
Oh, yes.
One more. Your Majesty, can you make it up to 50? At least let me manage.
Iyke, I am a man of my words.
Oh, no problem, no problem. Okay. Problem is better than me. I thought you said this is the only money you have here.
You should really say this place is a palace. A lot of people come for help. So let me not be caught unawares.
Which other problem you want to solve that is more important than my brother's life?
Chief, I quite sympathize with you, but bear with me.
It's okay, no problem. No problem. One is problem, manage.
Whether big or small, on a different opera, on a different opera. Hajamado, whether big or small, on a sin opera. Fanny is a warrior. No matter how you try to please a wicked man, you are doing in vain. Makawaluga beyond, let's hear when soon. He has sold his soul to demons just because of money. I beg a butel sebwa if I met a man. Money runs the world. I beg a butel sebwa if I met a man.
Obidi, I want to ask you, do you like this place my brother, your husband, is like?
I don't understand it now.
You don't understand. Obidi, you said you don't understand. Obidi. How many times did I call you? Now listen to me. I don't want to come back here and meet my brother stay like this. I don't want to come back here and still meet my brother lying down like this. Obidi, I don't want anything to happen to my brother, because if anything happens to my brother, I don't want to come back here and meet my brother like this again. In my email,
But the line is for us all good. Sorry. What? Now, what is wrong with your uncle? I don't understand him. He's seriously warning me that he doesn't want to come back here. Nah, sorry. And still meet his brother lying down here.
What's the meaning of that?
I don't know. I don't get it.
What kind of nonsense comments is that? This is the second time Uncle is making this comment. I will change it for Uncle. I will really change it for Uncle. Why would he be talking like this? And I'm very certain that he's not even concerned about my father's health. If it's not that money, it's that money. That's the only thing that he's concerned about.
That's it.
Whether big or small, on a different opera, on a different opera. Hajamado, whether big or small, on a sin opera. Fanny is a warrior. No matter how you try to please a wicked man, you are doing in vain. Makawaluga beyond, let's hear when soon. He has sold his soul to demons just because of money. I beg a butel sebwa if I met a man. Money runs the world. In a man, on a soggy, in a minako. Don't rejoice yet. In a war, in a man.
Who could have poisoned my brother? The doctor said he ate poisonous food. As he was eating the food, Obidi served him before the incident happened. And Obidi has the gut to be denying it. That she doesn't know anything about it.
You are back.
You're welcome. How is your brother? How is he faring?
The sickness is getting worse. As I speak with you now, he is no longer talking because he doesn't know where he is.
What? Nai, why not take him out? Take him to another place. If Ezebida cannot do anything, we might have been lucky to save his life. Hey! Chimo, Chineke because of what you. Eh?
Obedient. So we shall see. Let's see happen to my brother. Aha.
Ezedibia, please come down. Biko, come and see my father. Papa.
Stand aside. Please, leave.
Papa. Ezedibia. What is happening? Ezedibia, talk to me now. What's happening? Ezedibia, talk to me now. What is it? Papa?
Yeah.
What is it? No, what do you know?
He's gone to join his ancestors.
Papa!
Just because of money.
Papa, no, Papa! Hey!
Just because of money.
Papa, no. Papa! Papa, no, Papa, why? Papa, why?
Is the right
Papa!
Ajamado, whether big or small, on a different Ajamado,
My love, where are you going to? I actually wanted to go for Mama's errand. Chibuna. Are you okay? I'm talking to you. I wanted to go and run Mama's errand and then come over to the house to help you with Papa. Why are you not talking to me? How is Papa?
We lost him.
What do you mean by you lost him? I don't understand.
Papa is dead.
Ah! Oh!
I need to get to my house. I'll see you later.
Please, I'm very sorry. I'll just run Mama's errand and come and meet you at home at once. I promise. I'm coming right now.
Just because of money, I beg a butelin samoa. Just because of money, I beg love of money is the root of all evil. Ghanaian FREE Movies. Ajamado, whether big or small, on a different Ajamado, whether big or small, on a
And how is my brother?
Uncle Philip.
What happened? How is my brother?
My father is dead.
Your father, my brother, dead. Okonkwo, dead. My brother Okonkwo dead. Is it the joke or what? Hey! Okonkwo, my brother dead. Okonkwo, Hey! My brother dead. And where's his cup? Hey! Oh no! Hey! My brother! Okonkwo, my brother is dead. Take it.
Okay, please. I want you to do something.
What is it?
My mother does not know my father is dead yet. I don't want us to break the news to her like this. Please. Please.
In that case, go home and take care of the situation. Let me go and arrange with some elders so that we can take your father's corpse to the mortuary. I'm coming back home now. Go and take care of the situation. Come in.
Badanya fuma sakwanya miri nuwe shika Ufele wanne mo Lota kwife wanne walugia Badanya fuma sakwanya miri nuwe shika Ufele wanne mo Lota kwife wanne walugia Badanya fuma sakwanya miri nuwe shika Ufere wanne mo Ufere wanne kemo Deno di kwebu wanem yego wanatuma Deno wadi ebu iye nemenu wanatumuja Ona babo iye nemenu wanamanya miri Ona ebute iye nemenu wanatumuja
Now what is it? Eh? Why are you home? I thought I told you stay with your father. Food will soon be ready. How is your father?
Papa is fine, Mama. I just came back so I can rest. Ezedibia said he needed to rest so that the medication can circulate in his body, so let me just rest.
Now, how is your father? Talk to me.
Mama, Papa is fine. You don't have to worry. Ezedibia is taking care of him, so he's going to be alright. In fact, Ezedibia was the one that asked me to come back home and take some rest. So, you know, he's watching over Papa.
Daddy. Nam. Chai. Talk to me. Please. How is your father?
Mama, you're worrying yourself. Papa is fine. Okay? You don't have to worry. Papa is okay. Completely okay. Okay?
It's alright.
He just needs time for the medication to work in his body, so don't think about it. Okay?
It's okay. It's okay. Sit down. Let me go and check the food is on the fire. It's almost done. Please, Sit down, It's your contact. Daddy.
Talk to me. Obedient, it's okay.
You're shouting. Obedient, you're shouting. You have killed my brother. You have succeeded in killing my brother. You are shouting. Okay? You are shouting. Ah. You are just fighting for nothing. This is just the beginning. Because if you don't take time very soon, you see that mortuary and the proceeded my brother's come, I will send you there. Go to the mortuary and see your husband there. You have killed him. As the protection. You see? You have killed my brother. I warned you. I told you. Hey! My brother is dead. Okonkwo is dead. Killed by his own wife. Oyefu Nnaji. Oyefu Nnaji come to your wife. Oyefu Nnaji. You have I. You go on the moon. Ah! Ah! Hey! Hey! Who are you? Who are you? Yeah! Hey! You go on the moon. You! You have killed my. It's in Nnaji. It's in Nnaji. It's in Nnaji.
Nnaji, kill me. Nnaji, kill me.
I will kill you.
Nnaji, kill me.
I will kill you.
Kill me. Stop it.
You don't. That is easy. That is easy. That was this woman killed.
It's a lie.
Look at the woman that killed you. She killed her husband.
Ufele, are you aware that this woman just lost her husband? She just lost her husband. Where do you want your?
That's what she wanted. She killed him. Oh, one she killed my brother.
This is not right.
Look at hey! Yeah. Are you Chibunna? You see, I warned you. I told you that this your mother is evil. She has killed your father. You see that money for that land, that money is in the West account. That the money for that land. 1 naira. Chikipam will not enter into this your father's burial. Even I agree. You go see what I'm also. You agree. You go and you will buy it with your money. 1 naira from that land will never enter that anywhere.
But this is not right. Huh? Wait, take it easy. You are just talking to a young boy.
I don't blame you. I know your plans. I know your plans. You are just looking at my brother's wife. She is yellow, she is beautiful. You are targeting something, but it will not work.
Hey!
Nai, are you still sitting down here thinking about your brother's death? Eh? What you should be doing by now is planning with Umuna on how to bury him.
Not until I find out the cause of my brother's death. And Obi is in the right position to say it.
Nai, if you ask me, I will tell you to leave Obidia out of this. Eh? Because no reasonable woman in her rightful senses that would like to kill her own husband, what will she stand to gain?
Exactly the same question I'm asking. I am asking the same question. Why must Obidia do that? Listen, she must prove to Mona how that person got into my brother's food before he died.
Nah, there must be a mistake somewhere. Eh? Please, you have to investigate this thoroughly before accusing the innocent woman. Because I don't think Obidia would like to kill her husband. They have been living well.
Ojugo, get inside. This discussion is over.
My please. Bikolo.
You heard me. I say get inside. The discussion is over.
No woman in her right senses would like to kill her own husband. No! Why would she like to do that?
Ojugo, you are still saying the same thing. I say get inside. Before I give you something I kept for somebody else.
That woman is innocent too. Nai, please. I am not supporting you. Please. Nai.
I say get inside.
Nai, please. Go. Hey.
You are all the same. I'm a man who choke to look for me. My mama is
Obidia, I hope you know why we the others are here.
Chiodoka, I do not know why you people are here. But if you would tell me, I would appreciate it.
Obidia, as you can see, it is already night. That is to show that we are not here for a chance here. Tell us what happened to my brother. Tell us how you killed my brother. How that person got into his food before his death. Tell us.
Uncle, stop now. Uncle, stop. What's the meaning of all this now? Why are you accusing my mother of killing my father when you and I know absolutely right that my mother cannot do a thing like that? Why are you doing this now?
Come on, will you shut up? Shut up. What do you know? I said shut up. The others are here. Neku. After I'm never not from us, you can think about it. Can we hear a man? Obidia, tell us what happened to my brother. Tell us how you killed my brother and why you killed him. Hey!
Iyke, are you done insulting my son? Let me ask you, why are you accusing me of killing my own husband? Me, Obidia, kill a man that was my life. A man that I love so much. Ha, Iyke, why?
You are asking me if you are why am I telling you that you are working? You are the one that killed him. You poisoned his food. You heard what doctor said that he ate poisonous food and he was eating the food. You served him. You never know you anymore. Can't tap your leg.
Oh my dear. Why? Why will you do such a thing? You used to be a good woman, and everyone in the community liked you. Look at how you have betrayed the trust that people put on you. Let me tell you, we the elders of this community, we make sure that you pay for what you have done.
Udoka and Ufele, these accusations you are leveling against this innocent woman, will you be there when the time comes to defend it? That is my question. Will you be there to defend it?
Wait. Okonta, are you alright? Yeah? Hey, Mama, I thought you were with us. Why are you doing this?
Yes, I am on the same page with you. I am with you. But that is when you do something right. But when you do wrong things, count me out. This woman you see here do not have that kind of heart to kill her husband. A woman that cannot hurt an ant. But let me tell you, anywhere you take this woman to, because of this matter, I will be there personally to defend her to the letter.
In fact, I'm going to now complete TP. Accusing the innocent person
Just like that. But I know. Who they do them go DJ? Bless you. Thank you. Live long. Look at the contact. Live long.
Don't worry. I know his plans. He didn't know all those nonsense here because he wants to protect her so that whenever he comes back to take over her as his concubine, she will give it to him free of charge. Tell us why you killed my brother. Failing to do that, I will make sure you face the Council of Chiefs. Chibunna, talk to your mother. Chibunna, talk to your mother. Gwannegoku. Avoid had I know. Gwannegoku. Obohi na ba na edebere n'isi ka ihe na ị na-afụrụ mmọsọ ị na-ekweda ka na iron ka ome ihe ị ga-agbaji ya ị ga-akpa ume. Gwannegoku. Talk to your mother. Okwari. Talk to your mother. Talk to your mother before it is too late. Talk to your mother. Obohi na ba na edebere mother. Talk to your mother. Talk to my mother. Yeah, talk to my mother. Okwari. You should know with my mother. Look, Mama, don't worry. Don't even think of anything. Forget this man. I know this guy is coming with Mama. Don't worry.
Don't allow this thing Uncle came here to say to bother you. Nothing will happen. I'm so happy and glad that Iyke Okonkwo is with us. So there's no need to bother yourself. What's the meaning of all this now? If time is not taken now, right now, he's the one responsible for my father's death. And he's here ranting. If I had known that this is what he was coming for, I wouldn't have even given him chair to sit down. I know that this is what he came here for. How long are you going to continue like this? For how long? So because Papa is dead, there's no more life? You're going to continue thinking and crying about Uncle Ifele's accusation that you poisoned my father. You and I know that you didn't do it. You are innocent. How can you kill my father, your husband? That's not possible.
Now you will not understand. You don't understand how I feel right inside of me. It's as if your mother killed her husband. Nya Odeka. You will not understand. Remember what the doctor told us? My husband died through poisonous food. Have you forgotten that I prepared a meal that day, served my husband? As he was eating the food I gave him, he fell and died. How do I start denying this? I am now the first suspect.
I understand, Mama. I completely understand. And I'm here with you. I know you didn't kill my father. You won't do a thing like that. You can't kill your husband. I still remember Papa told us he ate and drank at Uncle Fele's house that same day. Who knows? Uncle Philip might have poisoned Papa.
No. Yes! Your father said it. Your father said he ate and drank.
Exactly.
At Ufele's house.
Good. You see,
That's
you're not even the one we should be talking to. I think I should just go and confront Ufele. I should confront him so that he will know that we are aware of what he did. Because if I find out that he's the one responsible for Papa's death and accusing you of what you know nothing about, Mama, I think I should go and confront him.
You will not. Leave this fight for me. I cannot lose two men. I just lost your father. I cannot lose you. That would be a disaster for me.
Are you sure, Mama?
Ufele. You will have to deal with a widow. You will tell me what happened to my husband. Leave the fight for me.
So I should be too much.
What are you doing in my house? Huh? What are you doing in my house? Or have you come to kill me the way you kill your husband with Okonkwo?
No, answer me.
Oh, Lydia. Nnaji. I am not your husband. Before you kill me the way you killed him. Now you listen to me. If you don't leave this house now, if you don't get out of this compound now, your death will be worse than that of your husband. Now, leave my house.
No. You can kill me. You can do anything you wish to me. But there's no problem. I have come to ask you a question and I demand an explanation from you. I remembered vividly that very day when I served my husband food, he told me that he ate and drank in your house. Now, Nanya, I ask you, who killed my husband? Answer me. Can you deny it? No, you can't. Do me anything you wish, but I bet you, Nemesis must surely catch up with you.
I can see that you are beginning to grow wings, and I shall cut them off.
Now you listen to me. Whoever that chases or pursues a fowl should get ready to stumble and fall, because that fowl will always run and win the race. In your eyes, I'm not like a fowl to you, there's no problem, but get ready to fall.
Listen to me. It's not a matter of running your mouth. Get ready to face the castle of chiefs. Now leave my house.
I'm not afraid.
I say leave my compound.
Nani, I will leave, but search your conscience. You know? I will.
Are you still there? Are you still there running your mouth? Get up, leave my compound.
Nani, search your conscience.
Otowacha, you killed my own brother and you had the God to stand for me and run your mouth. Don't worry, we shall see. You, don't worry, we shall see. Oh, so that's your plans. You want to kill me too? Ipeka, Isima, Okadintegi, Imamu Governor. Don't worry.
You will not believe what happened. Your uncle chased me away from his compound with that his wicked walking stick. I'm telling you, he did not even allow me to say a word. He chased me away with that his wicked walking stick. Telling me that I'm the one that killed my husband. That do I think that they are lying by saying that I'm the one that killed my husband, that I should get ready to face the cabinet chiefs? Can you imagine that? Even when I tried to remind him that my husband told me before he died that he ate and drank
at his place before coming home. No, he did not allow me to speak.
I don't understand. After you told him that you are aware that my father ate in his house.
Of course.
He didn't say anything.
Of course. He did not allow me to utter a word. Before you know it, he raised that his walking stick that will push him down one day. Unless I'm not serving a living God.
You see why I wanted to confront him myself. You see why I wanted to face him man to man, face to face. Mama, there's still a way out of this. Because we will not be in the water and allow soap to enter our eyes. It's not going to be possible. You are going to take that oath. Yes, Mama, you just have to take the oath to prove that you are innocent. You know they say, a clear conscience fears no accusation. You just have to take this oath, Mom. That is the only way we can prove to them that you are innocent. You and I know you are innocent. Nothing would happen to you. The gods cannot strike someone whose hands are clean. It's not possible. It's not possible, Mom.
Chibona, are you done? See the way I'm looking at you. Nah, have you forgotten that I'm a Christian? And such act is against my faith. Now you listen to me. I will not take that oath. No matter what anybody says, I will not.
Mama, please. These are critical times, Mama. We have to think out of the box, please. You taking the oath doesn't mean that you're guilty. No, rather it's you proving that you are innocent. You can't be jeopardizing this opportunity we have right now to prove your innocence. No, now, Mama. Look, even if it means I taking this oath with you, I will. You're innocent. If you don't take this oath, everybody's going to be looking at you like you have a hand in Papa's death. Please, taking the oath will only make them see you free. Nothing will happen to you now, so there's nothing to worry about. And if you refuse to take the oath, they will still insist. So let's just save everybody the drama and take this oath. Can you make when they feel that you are the one responsible for my father's death? Please. This is the opportunity for you to prove your innocence.
Ufe, do you know that you are very, very wicked? How can you suggest that a woman that just lost her husband should be taken to the shrine to swear whether she killed the man or not? Is this not arrant nonsense? That will be just wickedness of the highest order.
Will you shut up? Keep quiet, Okonta. What is wrong with you? Oh, you want me to allow my brother to die in vain? That can never happen. We all here know how my brother died mysteriously. And I would be a fool to allow it to go like that. Okay, lady.
Odema, what if you discover at last that this woman you have just been leveling all kind of accusation is innocent of the whole accusation? What will you do? Let me warn you, or let me advise you. You have to tread it with caution.
Now listen to me. That woman must take an oath to prove her innocence. And I advise you, or that I will advise you, to keep this your nonsense mouth in your pocket and mind your business. Else one day I'll be if
that thing touch me,
see this your plan.
Enough of all this. But I'm telling him the truth. I said enough.
His plan is to take over my late brother's wife.
Enough.
That is his plan. That's why he's doing all this.
Do you think I don't have a wife? I have my own wife.
Is she beautiful as your daughter?
No, I can't do that.
Shut up.
I can't do that.
Sorry, sir.
Sorry is rather coming so late.
the deeds already done. You have desecrated my palace. Even if you don't have respect for yourself, you should have respect for my office.
He is the cause. He is the cause.
I am the king of Eziala, Igwe Eziala. You must respect me, not sitting here talking nonsense. Well, back to the subject matter. The only way someone who is accused of an offense to prove his or her innocence is to swear an oath. So we will not bend the rules in the case of Obidia. She must swear.
Igwe, thank you very much. Your Majesty, you will live long. Thank you very much.
Ufele, do not derive joy or happiness in the agony of a widow or widow couple. Igwe, this kind of judgment is just delivered. In fact, I stand on the path of the truth.
Go!
I am
we
going.
don't even need you here.
I go.
I know your plans.
I stand for justice.
I know your
to
plans.
go.
It's without thing in a target. One no can in the line. I am walk already. Anoman. Oman looking. Oh, we are king of the one who is away from one account. Oh, one year connected. Which is not what we do now. You very good.
The swearing.
Thank you, Your Majesty. At least when that is done, I can now then go to my house and sleep comfortably. And with that, I will know who is who. Thank you, Your Majesty. Thank you, Your Majesty.
You know, Adak, sometimes I don't understand. I don't know if you lack understanding. Come wait for us, so I'm gonna for you. I am only telling you girls what I heard. That Iyke Okonkwo was the other day arguing with Iyke Ofele at the king's palace. But why? Well, they say that Iyke Ofele accused his brother's wife of killing her husband. And during a meeting at the king's palace, Iyke Ofele brought up the issue of Obidia swearing an oath of knowing nothing about her husband's death.
That's very wicked of him.
Very, very.
How sure is he that Obidia killed her husband? We all in this village know very well that Obidia is a good Christian.
And how is it Iyke Okonkwo's business? I mean, didn't he buy the idea that they brought it up at the king's palace?
Yes, so in fact, he was acting as the woman's husband.
Oh.
Anyways, any human in his or her rightful sense knows that what Iyke Ofele suggested is nothing but evil and wickedness. And I know that woman very well. She cannot do such a thing.
But the king supports him. Yes. And she would take that oath before her husband's burial.
What?
Yes. In fact, Ogechi and Kiru, if they ask me to suggest, I will say let that woman go ahead and take that oath. Because she is not a good woman or burezibo mad. Forget all those pretense of being a nice woman, being a Christian, being a child of God. They are all fake. Remember, she was the one that served her husband food before that incident happened. Yes. And you won't be surprised if they say that woman was the one that killed her husband. In fact, if they ask to cast a vote, I, Adaku, will fully support it.
Adaku, just listen to yourself. Adaku, don't forget you're a human, no. And also don't also forget that Okonkwo ate and drank at Ofele's house before going home that day. Adaku, you're a very wicked person who is to be suspected now. Adaku, you're a very bad person.
Very bad. Enough of that argument. Before or if was, I don't know why I brought up the topic.
You just left my palace few Why are you here? Yes.
Your Majesty, there's no problem. I forgot to ask you about the money.
Which money?
The money those people that bought the land paid.
What about it?
Your Majesty, I want to ask you for some money so that I will use it to prepare for my late brother's burial.
Fella, you are crazy. You have gone nuts. What's wrong with you? Your brother just died, and his case is at hand. We are treating his case. And here you are talking about money. Do you know that this your action could explain you know something about his death?
Your Majesty, there's nothing wrong in what I should leave your palace.
Yes, I said leave my palace.
So how will I prepare for my brother's burial? Because I need money.
You heard me right. Leave my palace now. Leave my palace.
I should leave.
Leave my palace.
Your Majesty, I don't like this. So my brother needs to be buried though. And why are you following me? Is it because of you asking? Leave here, sir! Come on! Leave here! Don't think that I'm afraid of this your cutlass. So if this thing cannot do me anything, see, I will come back to you. Yes, people now, what is it? Why are you in my house?
Uncle, I want to understand something. I want to know why you have decided to become this heartless, this wicked to my mother. I want to know what my mother did to you. Since my father died, you've been treating my mother so badly.
Chibuno, you know I am highly disappointed at you. Yes, I am highly disappointed at you. Do you know that at times I ask myself if truly you are the son of my late brother Okonkwo? Okay, now tell me that I'm trying to find out what killed your father. What offense did I commit? Tell me.
Uncle, is it only my mother that is suspected? Is it only my mother's food that my father ate before he died? Is it only my mother that we're pointing accusing fingers at? Why is it only my mother?
Yes, I must point accusing finger on her. Because your late father, my brother, was eating the food your mother served him before he fell sick. And you heard the doctor say that your father ate poisonous food, which your mother was the one that served him the food. Now listen to me. You better go and advise your mother to get prepared for the taking. You better go and advise her.
So uncle, what will happen if I refuse? No, what will happen if I refuse that my mother will take that oath tomorrow?
What if you refuse? Go on the phone, camera. You are opening eyes for me. Don't worry. Till then, we shall see. Go and advise your mother to get prepared for the taking. For you to do that.
Just because of money, I will go to tell someone. Just because of money, I will go. Love of money is the root of.
Mama, you said you wanted to talk to me. Mama.
I called you here this night to tell you that I do not like the idea of going to shrine with them to take an oath. I don't like it. But since you are persuading me, I will go with them. I will take that oath. I do not want to disobey you because you are now my husband. But I want you to have it at the back of your mind. If I go there and take this oath with them, and something happens to me, now, I want you to know that I did not kill your father.
Mama. I don't understand. Where is this talk of killing my father coming from now? How would you be saying something like that? Right? Nobody is accusing you of... Look, even if everybody in the world is doubting you, I am not doubting you. I know you were innocent. You love my father so much. Look, just as they say, a clear conscience fears no accusation. It's just to prove to them that you are innocent now, Mama. So that they will be ashamed of themselves. So that accusation they are accusing you that you killed my father, they will discover that it's a lie. Bahaka gave you a charm, Mama. You didn't do anything. I believe you, Mama. And nothing will happen to you. Nothing will happen to you even when you take the oath. Nothing will happen to you. Amen.
It's okay, Ma. It's alright.
Thank you. Mama, please. I am here to take care of you as your husband now. Even if Papa is no more, I'll be here for you. Nothing will happen to you.
My son, you are welcome. It is said that a toad do not scamper in daytime for nothing. Either it's after something or something is after it. I hope all is well.
Iyke, how can all be well? How can all be well when some people in this community are trying to kill my mother, forcing her to take an oath for a crime she did not commit?
Chibunna, my son, I understand how you feel. But I thank God that you are now a man old enough to notice when something is about to go wrong in this community, especially in your family. What do you intend to do concerning this matter? Moreover, I want to assure you, anything you want to do concerning this matter, I am 100% behind you.
Thank you very much, Iyke. You have been really supportive and encouraging. You know, since this whole problem started, you have been the only person behind my mom and I. And I really appreciate. Actually, I don't want my mom to take that oath. There's something inside of me that feels a conspiracy. I don't know, but the way the elders of this community are going about this oath, especially my Uncle Fele, like, there's something fishy, Uncle. I don't just want my mom to take the oath.
You are a man now, Chibunna. Whatever decision you want to reach concerning this issue, as I said earlier, I am behind you.
Thank you very much. Hearing this from you gives me a relief in my heart. I really appreciate.
Just be very, very careful. May the gods of our land guide and protect you.
You see.
Sorry.
I'll be on my way now. I have to run some errands for my mother.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you very much.
That's all.
Thank God I saw you here. I was planning to come pay you a visit at the shrine, but it's a good thing I saw you here. I have something very important I want to discuss with you.
Is there any problem?
There is a very big problem, and it's about my mother, Obide, Okonkwo's wife. The same woman the elders of this community has been accusing for killing her husband, my father. That is the reason I want to see you.
So, what about that?
Look, I want it to be on record, and that is why I'm meeting you. I want it to be known that my mother is not taking that oath.
Oh, has she finally confessed that she killed her husband?
Look, there's nothing for my mother to confess. My mother did not kill my father. Please, my mother is innocent.
And who are you to prove whether she's innocent or not?
Because she is my mother and I am her son. I've lived enough with my mother to know what she's capable of doing and what she cannot do. You see, killing my father is one thing my mother cannot do.
Oh, you're now listening to me, young man. Obona wanted to get where to best if Bulunia. In a charanya, Yaha Bulunia Gaji say we lodge. Don't you ever dare the courts. Else.
As what? No, as what, Ojadike? Huh? Is it because you now manage your late father's shrine? You're fortunate and your father is late now. You now manage the shrine. You feel like you can talk to me. Have you forgotten that I'm older than you? Have you forgotten that? Look, let me warn you. I'm going to warn you. This is a personal warning to you. If anything happens to my mother, makachuku anything, just let anything go wrong with my mother.
If your mother refused to take the oath, then he open up Lowelo. He open up Lowelo.
Who are you? I ask you again, who are you? So you feel you've grown so big to stop Ojadike on the road? Ojadike, the custodian of Nwabiara, of Eziala, to stop him, to tell him what to do. Who are you?
Your Majesty, I don't think I told him anything wrong. The woman in question here is my mother. The man that everybody is fighting to know who poisoned him was my father. I am no longer interested in knowing who poisoned my father. At this moment, I just want to let go.
Who are you? Who are you to change the traditions of our people? Our age-long tradition. Now listen to me. If your mother refuses to swear to that oath, I'll be left with no option than to banish you, two of you, out of the kingdom. Get out of my palace.
Go can get the CC happen now. Just that the evil men in this community will not allow your decision to stand. Simply because the person that is supposed to stand with you and support you is against you. But don't worry. Jehovah will say. Don't worry. It is well. I have decided to take that oath. Let peace reign.
Mama, you're not going to take that oath. Mama, you are not taking that oath. As long as I am concerned, you will not swear to anybody. If there's anybody you need to prove to that you are innocent, it is me. And I am very comfortable, and I know you did not kill my father, so you don't need to take that oath. Whatever will happen next year, let it happen tomorrow. I am ready for everybody. Be it the Iyke, be it the elders, I am so ready for everybody.
It's okay, Mma. Calm down. I don't want these people to kill you.
Nobody will kill me.
Please, Imam.
Nobody can kill me.
Look at what the Iyke said. Did you not hear it? Did you not hear him saying that if I refuse taking that oath, that he will banish us from this community? And if he does that,
Mama, let them banish us.
No.
Let them banish us. We will always survive. Even if we won't survive, I will sue them to court, Mama. You think this is the olden days? They can just banish us from our land for us defending what we want, Mama? That's not going to happen. No. That is not going to happen. However they want it. Mama, let's not be like we are shouting, we're making problems out of nothing. But it is not going to happen.
Can you listen to me? It's alright. Calm down, Mom. Daddy, it's alright. I must take that oath. Please, don't worry. Our God is faithful. Let the will of God be done. Don't worry.
That one is not going to work. To not work. I've told you my own. I am not agreeing with you taking this oath. Coming to your house to see you.
Do what?
Uncle, I came to know why the elders, especially you, forced my mother to take that oath. I want to know why. Your actual point of interest of doing that. That is what I want to know.
Chibuna, let me tell you in case if you don't know. This your question is irrelevant. I think the question you should be asking yourself is, why did your mother kill your father? That's the question you should be asking yourself. Why did your mother kill your father?
How did you know that it was my mother that killed my father? How did you know? How did you, like, I don't understand, Uncle, your personal interest in this matter. How are you certain? How do you know that it was my mother that killed my father? Yes.
You're asking me question and answer. You're asking me question and answer. Go home and ask your mother, why did she kill my brother, your father? Chibuna, go and ask your mother, why did she kill my brother, your father? You never come on, question and answer. So this is why be careful. Be careful. See, if you want to know, let's wait till after 7 days. If after 7 days we know if your mother is innocent or guilty.
Okay, fine, Uncle. And after 7 days, when we discover that my mother is innocent, will you and your elders, would all of you be ready to apologize to my mother? Because I need to know this embarrassment you people have caused my mother, accusing her of killing my father. I hope you'll be ready to apologize. I hope so.
Look at Chibuna. Look at Chibuna. How you feel? Apologize to your mother. Her mother. The woman that killed my brother. I should apologize to her. Yeah? Listen, let me tell you something. Next time you stop me on the road and ask me this useless question, I will hit you this stick. I will hit, if I hit you this stick, you will turn to deaf and dumb. When I ask question and answer, I will apologize to your mother.
You will actually apologize to my mother. As much as you have caused her this embarrassment, you will apologize to my mother.
It is obvious that you are gradually getting mad. You, Chibuna, it's obvious you are gradually getting mad. How you feeling? Apologize to your mother. It's
because you are my uncle. It's because you are my uncle. Me would want my uncle now would have just carried you and hit you on the ground.
At least I am now happy you have seen this for yourself. So that when something happens tomorrow, you will not cook up your false story.
Ufele, why don't you wait till the woman dies or she runs mad before you conclude that she killed her husband? Chereno, yes, we have taken the oath. Chereno, wait now, let's taste some food.
You are standing here running your mouth. Okay? You are standing here running your mouth. Yeah. Don't worry. We shall see.
Why are both of you always at each other's throat? Eh? Ojadike, the chief priest, has said something. So let us wait.
Thank you.
But why is it that both of you are always attacking each other at every slightest matter that arises?
He is the one causing it and he knows it. Okota is the one causing it.
How could you suddenly become enemies within just a short while? Huh? If two of you don't come together and settle your differences, I'll make sure you are summoned before the Igwe in council. And you, Iyke Ofele, this same woman you are accusing of killing your brother, remember that she's your brother's wife. Eh? I don't know why you strongly believe that she killed her husband. Anyway, let us wait. It's just 2 days. 2 days. Let us see what will happen. As for me, I will be on my way.
Ufele,
on a bye-bye.
Ufele, have you heard it? Have you heard what Ndode have just said?
Thank God, some people are beginning to see reason in what I do and what I say about this matter.
I'm not surprised. I am not surprised because I know you must have gone to his house and bribed him so that he will be on your side. Don't worry. Don't worry. When the time comes, you, both of you, all of you will see what I have done to yourself.
Yes, if that time comes, we will see amongst us who is the evil man. Who is the evil man? And I am sure that you are the evil man. You are the evil.
Don't worry. For I know that my God is not asleep. It is well. God who sees everything. Him alone sees in the secret and in the open. He knows that I do not have a hand in my husband's death. But your uncle Ufele thinks that I'm the one that killed my husband. I don't know what his reasons are. It's well. If it's the will of God for me to leave this world like this, then so be it.
Mama, nothing would happen to you. You can't leave this world like this. I've lost a father. I can't lose my mother at the same time. You're innocent. Whoever their hands are clean, God will always fight for them. Nothing would happen to you, Mama. Please.
You will not understand, Chibuna. You won't. If I tell you what I'm seeing right now, if I tell you what his eyes is seeing, you become scared and you will run away from this compound. But it's well. It's indeed well. God knows I never wanted to go to that shrine. But because the pressure was so much on me, they kept pressurizing me. And if I had refused going to that shrine, they would say yes. Of a truth, she killed her husband. I decided to go for them to see that my hands are clean. Now I know, and I feel it, that the Almighty God that I serve is really angry with me. It's well and now. If anything happens to me, Chibona, please, I want you to be a good son that you've always been. I want you to take good care of yourself and know that you are a man now. Please do not join all these bad boys in the village, else they will render your dreams useless.
Mama, is there something you want to tell me? Do you have a hand, or do you know anything about my father's death?
Chibona,
you're sounding like there is a sure punishment coming for you. You can trust me, Mama. Is there something you want me to know?
Chai, even you, Mom. If you can ask me this question, who else do I have? It's really well. I do not have a hand in your father's death. Why will I even kill my husband in the first place? Why? A man that loved me. A man that I worshipped. God forbid. I'm feeling this way, Chibuna, because I do not trust that oath. Believe me, I have this feelings that oath is not real.
I believe you, Mom. And I know you did not kill my father. And that's why I'm wondering why Uncle Ufele is treating us like this. Why Uncle Ufele has this much hatred, passion for wickedness towards us. Like, I don't know. I've been asking myself one question. What does Uncle Ufele want from us? What does he want from us? What does he want us to do?
It's just wickedness, like you said. Very wicked man. But a day will come. I'm assuring you, whether death or life, a day will come when Ufele will meet his match. Bible says what you sow you will reap. Ufele will reap his wickedness to my family. One more thing, my son. You are my only child on earth. Please, if this money is finally shared, I mean, the land your father sold, if the money is finally shared and you get your own share, Bikona, do me a favor. Take very good care of yourself. Establish yourself. Do not disappoint me. Please. Please. Nah. Zelu Fele is Junior Joko. He's a bad man.
Just because of money, I go to tell him just because of money, I go.
Gaba. Gaba. Hey! Said it! Ashibakwa. Yeah, banana. Who is that? Look at them everywhere. It's only Ame. Adaku, what are you trying to say? Please come again. You mean Obidia is now mad? Arawagia. Obidia mad?
Yes, sir.
How?
Are you asking me? I told you that woman is not a good woman. Oburesibo mad. I told you that woman killed her husband. She ran mad. I saw I saw her with my 2 eyes. Yes, dancing and running at the streets.
Hey! Human beings are truly unpredictable.
I told you. And
I was so ready to take an oath for that woman. I believed she was innocent. Hey! Obidie. Why would you kill your husband? So it was you after all. Hey! Where is she now?
Are you asking me? No, in Ajumo, as her caretaker. Were
you not the one that left your house this night to come and give me the story?
In fact, I am going.
Go. Naba.
Iyke, may you live long. You sent for us. Oh yes, you're all welcome.
Thank you, Iyke.
Well, I called all of you here in respect of what happened to Obidia. You see, it should serve as a great lesson to all of us. Everyone in this kingdom. And besides, the husband is still in the morgue. So I want to find out your arrangement towards his burial.
Your Majesty, Thank you for bringing up this issue. Well, as it is now, I have discussed with my kinsmen and we have fixed a date for the burial.
Oh, good. So, when exactly is the date?
Well, according to our conclusion, next Ekemake Day is the date.
Very good. Very, very good. Ichio fellow. See me tomorrow morning. I'll give you 150,000 naira for the burial.
What?
I said I'll give you 150,000 naira.
150,000? For my brother's burial? No, Iyke, now, that amount is too small now. Things are very costly at the market today. Besides, my brother was a tattooed man before he died. We're supposed to give him a befitting burial.
Iyke, and we have to kill cow that day.
Kill cow?
Yes.
Maybe 150,000.
So I'm saying this so that the budget will have to be increased.
Then tell Iyke, you are here now when he said that he's going to give me 150,000 and you're talking of killing cow.
Iyke, let the budget be increased so that goes with Neme.
You are not saying anything, Iyke.
Next item on the agenda is...
So this one I should speak to with under the carpet. Iyke is my late brother we are talking about. He's better, a titled man. This 150,000, is it for a cup of rice or mother or manual muna? You had him. That means that day you elders should not expect to drink because even one cup of wine you will not see. You had it. Iyke said he will not bring money. Iyke, let me tell you something. Sorry, you see, my brother was a titled man when he was alive before he died. And you should be talking about a budget of 4 million, 5 million. We need to kill so many cows. I didn't buy any horse so that his son will climb the horse.
Ichio, I'm extremely disappointed at you. What do you mean? Okonkwo you are talking of, he's your brother. He's not my son.
It was our money. The money is already in the bank. This money is our money.
Are you that daft? So you don't understand the indices of economy. You're supposed to save for the rainy day.
You will have to buy us. We need this money.
Happy. But rainy day is safe. Let's bury this man honorably.
Yeah. Ukonta. How does it work?
As in put the money, can we settle what we have to do?
Well, elders, we have had him. Just make sure that day, not even a cup of my wife for you people, because there is no money. You go to bring the money.
Just because of money, I better go to tell him somewhere. Just because of money, I better go. Love of money is the root of all evil. When any family, whether big or small, honestly, no no matter how you try to please a wicked man, you are doing in vain. Let's hear when soon your sorry soul to demands. Just because of money, I'm going to tell you if I'm not a man. Money rest the world. I'm going to tell you if I'm not a man. Love of money is the root of all evil. When any family,
people everywhere. That
Don't rejoice yet. In our world,
I am very, very happy. I am happy that some idiots, some fools, some animals who called me evil have turned to regret their action. Thank God they saw what happened, how everything happened, that I was right. You see? Because I'm talking to you. You don't want to talk.
Ufele, when will you stop being childish and behave like a man? Eh? For the fact that that thing happened does not mean that the woman was guilty of what I accused her of. No! She wasn't. I still don't believe you because I don't trust you. Eh? Oh well, let's keep our fingers crossed and watch things unfold. It's the time we tell. Eh?
Then what will happen? I'm asking you, what will happen? Do you know you are a coward? Why are you talking like a senseless fool, Okonta? Eh? When you know that when chief priest gave Obi the calabash to swear an oath. By the way, all this nonsense you are saying here now, why didn't you say it before the chief priest? And you are standing before me and talking blah 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 blah. Am I the chief priest?
You feel like you are a evil man. You are a bad man.
More bad.
Yes. I wonder why people have not noticed it. The days of evil ones are numbered. Ufele, your days are numbered. Yes. Look, something tells me that you are responsible for what has been happening. You are very, very responsible. But don't rejoice yet if you are. Because it will soon be let out in the open and everybody will see. Huh? Oh, it's a matter of time. It's a matter of time.
Will you shut up? Oh, you are talking to me. You are standing before me here and talking blah blah blah. Now let me ask you, why will I kill my brother? Tell me, why will I kill my brother? And let me also tell you, when my brother was alive, we loved ourselves. So there's no way I can kill him, and there's no way he could have killed me. We loved ourselves. I know your problem. You are just being unnecessarily jealous, and I don't even know what to. Bia, Okonta, be careful. You see, I will deal with you. Don't worry.
Let me ask you. Why would your brother's wife kill her own husband she loves so much? Why? In fact, you are just being unnecessarily jealous and stupid. Huh? I understand that Landy was involved. You are there, and Iyke is also there, and you are late brother. Then big money was involved, and he has been released. You quickly killed your brother so that you can grab all the whole thing to yourself. Do you think people don't know? Do you think people don't see? Hey, my dear, making your brother's wife mad does not solve the problem. It doesn't solve the problem. Let me tell you, do not forget that he left a son behind. Who will one day rise up and demand his own share of the money and the other properties belonging to his father. One day, and let me tell you, let nothing happen to that young man, because all fingers will point at you.
Okonta, enough. I said enough. What is your problem? Enough. I just kept quiet and you are standing before me here talking blah 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 blah. Now, wait. Are you indirectly telling me that I could have with the chief police to make my brother's wife mad?
Bah!
No problem. I know your plans. I know why you are talking all this. You are standing before me, bragging, blah 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 blah. Is it because I'm about to become in fact, I'm a millionaire? In a wonderful Makaigo Abatago. In a wonderful Makaigo Abatago.
Ajambele.
Anyofu. Don't make enjoy my money. But let me tell you something. You see, you Okonta, if you don't take time, I will deal with you.
Huh?
Okonta, if you don't take time, I will deal with you.
Nsi jugo anu dia. Nsi jugo anu na moja jugo apa. Oya kina kwa?
Aja juma apa.
Yes.
Mo bufel. Aja juma bufel apa.
Mehe.
Ifraja ipora afa. Aja ka geju we nigi. Kwaja, mmeji aja kpochi nigi. Zo okwu n'elu nigi.
Ti a geju go anu.
Aja kpochi nigi. Don't worry. We shall see.
Jugo anu, moja jugo apa.
Okwagi, ogbefoge. Okwagi. Okwagi. Ana ma be na. Ina cho